Why is the break so long?
This is the normal break we have between games, but I was hoping because we were in a longer game situation, it would have been
I see.
Would have been sped up a little bit, but incorrect.
Incorrect.
I'm hungry again. 1+ lunchtime.
And hell, dude. You should have a couple of slices of meat lover's pizza. Bit of meat in your mouth never went astray when it came to satisfying an itch. Or hunger craving.
Why is Unter blocking the timer? He's just a small streamer. Leave him alone.
Just a small F streamer, bro. Go on. Clobbered. It's clobbering time, by the way.
I've heard it might be clobbering time.
And... Until you'd make a great addition to the cast of Desperate Housewives as a housewife, or perhaps a gay man. Thank you.
Desperate Housewives was good.
Yeah, I love that show. Hey, Goats Pugs? No, but then I won't get a title for it.
What's the title say? What's the title you're aiming for?
It just says GOAT of all time.
Great.
Greatest of all time. I thought we left the small streamer arc in the past. That was small right streaming. Left streaming wasn't really explored.
First time CX coin? Welcome, Doma.
I think Dollar Orange is going to do a lot better in the long term compared to CX coin.
Nope, CX coin.
Your information.
What do we got? We've got nearly 1 million CX coin on once again.
Have you ever had Nando's? That's a stupid question, Rory. I wasn't aware you were a member on the far left. Yeah. Well, now you know. Yeah, of course I've had Nando's, cunt. Dumbass question. Riveting content? Yeah, thanks, Kongdu fan. I try.
Can't believe your shit edit I made in Microsoft Word is still integral to the channel. No way you made it in Microsoft Word.
Lenny Ware has followed. I think he's asleep. My name is Deez. Deez what?
You can do a lot in Word if you're patient enough. I've heard it's a virtue.
Any chance to get Trump to shield Dollar Orange? I mean, he might just.
What was it called? Do you think if you started giving away pieces of the knockout suit with Orange coin, you'd be able to shift a little bit more?
There's a chance. Did you see Coffee's Ilivid on the Argentinian president? No. Which video was it? Isn't he like an insane crypto scammer? Yeah. I mean,
the Argentinian president.
You say that the Argentinian president is scamming meme coins. So is Trump. Like, Trump did a Trump coin, and then 2 days later they did a Melania coin. Like, they're just scammers. Have you actually had someone's nuts in your mouth, though? It's actually quite nice. I'll think on that, Clearwater. Thanks. Wait, we're close to goats right now? Are you kidding me? Holy shit, we are.
Oh, we're doing it.
Hey, Sim, if you play Brig, we have it. For the first time in 25 games, we'll have it.
You think the other team will take the honourable mirror?
I triggered your human. Oh my god, we have it! We have it! We have goats! We're gonna lose as a result of it too.
You can't, it's the best
Like
comp.
100%. Yeah.
It's the best comp, you're gonna roll them.
There's a Moira behind. The Moira is C-tones!
Stream sniped.
Wait, it's an all. He's just good for it. We lost on goats. Let's get some hero swaps going. We can't win on this comp.
Oh no, a light breeze has shaken the confidence.
Yeah, no, we have to give it up. This comp sucks. This comp mind controlled me to 1v1 on Moira and lose. What?
We have a pick. That Lucio is griefing. He's carrying, he's just got 2 kills.
Must. No! I died of this too. Come on, I just suck cock, man. Like, it's so bad.
There's no way. I mean, I'm getting the action replay, but it's impossible and Astuma's gotten out.
He's out.
He's...
And I'm hacked.
Is Unter diamond or plat? I don't think you get a rank in this mode, right? It's just like an arcade
There's no
game.
rank here. Stack support odds for no reason while they have EMP.
Now we're talking.
Now we're cooking with gas. Punch.
I'm worried all this cooking with gas, and there might actually be too much gas in the air, and it's affecting your decision making.
I mean, I'm hoping that it's... What's that one that you can't smell and it kills you? Carbon monoxide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Carbon monoxide, not particularly known for being a cooking gas, but I hope that's what I'm cooking with right now. Why is this guy plugging Kawi's stream? Like, oh my god.
There you go. The goats won. Let's comp. Proven.
Of course. Play correct heroes equals win. Yeah, that's how it
Simple
works.
equation.
Sneetones was in our spawn on Moira every fight. Because we mind controlled them. We won the moral victory with the comp selection, so they couldn't win.
There was a morality gap, of course.
Yeah. Perhaps virtue was at play here, you know? We signaled a little harder than them, so they couldn't compete.
Does this match matter for Super Levi or nah? No, neither the actual game or Unter's quick play or arcade game matters for Super Levi. If anything, the arcade might matter a little bit more for him.
I think the arcade match is like at least a little bit statistically significant.
Super Levi are just completing what is a Chinese rite of passage where you have to play once again, get thoroughly beat up by them, and then you get to continue your existence.
Not in the tournament, I'd assume.
No.
Wait, is it an OA game right now, or?
Yeah.
Oh god, we're waiting all this time to watch OA shit on some...
It's a first v fourth in the group as well.
Wait, what? Why?
What do you mean? Is it
Why
just
for...
group
Oh,
group
first
game that was
versus what? So I thought you said first 2-4. I was like, hang on.
It's a salt in a wound situation where the admins have changed it last minute to get some more maps.
They're giving us a longer game to just torture us.
差分，对，所以我想看一下他们在这2天的这个比赛经历完了之后，然后自己这边是做了什么样的
Oh, you do lock mercy, like just get.
能够去拿到一个什么样的英雄去选择，因为
Hey, Unter, do you have a reason as to why there's 3 stacks in the goats queues plugging gaming for hope? I have no idea why that could be occurring.
特点比较突出。
希望打点明星球出来。就是前2天。
What's that? The undeserved ego I get from being higher ranked than all the coaches is a tad too big. Alright, boost your ego, Tupler.
Who wrote that?
Tupler?
我有种感觉，
Yeah.
今天杨杰要盯着鸡哥猛猛点。
I must be so high ranked. That's crazy.
我永远都不会原谅你。
再次复读，谢谢。
对。
是的，那我们来看一下我们嘉宾们解释我们的预测情况是什么样的呢？好难猜呀，好难猜呀！哦呦，这个预测。
Thanks, Levi.
其实我在赛前，我跟老陈
Masters but 2 rolls.
鸡哥一点友情分。
对，一点友情分，因为怎么说呢？还是那句话，就新生队伍在打还是有机会的，特别是第1张地图，像离江塔这种占领2点地图。 因为只要你敢打敢拼，你还是能看到一点点。
They're on goats, he can't win.
How to win? They've told. We have mercy. That's a sick performance, Levi.
其实不在乎输赢，打的尤其是面对的是OWCS，就是
How has the Mercy got first picked in this scenario?
See where they got first picked as well? Like just oh my god.
他其实打出挺多比较亮眼的操作的，包括解说台啊、评论区都有 Q 到。其实我觉得做到这一点就已经非常。
I'm so good at winding up off the mount. Like what was that boot? I got double boot by the diva. I didn't get flailed by the brick. Is that jazz?
所以遇到强队就打，
合理。
那今天的话，其实对 OWCS 这边来说，他们队伍里面我们知道有很多人员的一个。
You see those glasses in the background? It's just propaganda.
决定了一个出现名次的情况下面，会不会上一些
Tupler says I've never done that.
或者来一些阵容，让我们看一下。
对，有可能，因为其实现在他们有了人员上的一个补充之后啊，他们首先优势在于英雄池，英雄池完了之后，他们现在阵容的更多了。
If only Lengtser played like Unter today, then Rock might have qualified for Hangzhou.
其实英雄池覆盖都已经比较广了，现在
全面嘛，
对，比较都能拿了。
And yeah, main role support.
那么正在直播间收看我们赛事直播的观众朋友们，千万不要。
What's the law with Gaming for Hope? He's just a chill dude. It's a chill dude, father, provider, creator. Chill with a K. He's actually so good at inserting the letter K into shit where it doesn't belong.
采用304不锈钢内胆，安全又健
I
康。
have shout
而
out.
萌可爱的造型让饮水也变成了一件简单快乐的事情。现在就来扫描屏幕上方的2维码，把破坏球带回家。把记住一定要逃搜暴雪官方旗舰店。
Does Unter use the 2023 Glad skins to remind on the nice, perfect memories of the 2023 Gladiator season? Yes.
Yeah, it's all about 23. My favorite year to be putting my shield up.
开票时间已经公布了，就是在我们4月2日的中午12点50已到啊，大家
割
好，记得要来抢我们的票哦。
我想到这个50。
Do you get banned if you mention Yaki in East chat? Well, like lots of things in life, there's only one way to find out.
Give it a go, man. See what happens.
脑海里面有一个这个画面。
起晚了是不能给你们退票的，抢不到票就没有办法来看我们守望先锋的线下精彩赛事了。好的，那么我们也是把画面交给我们的晨晨跟木木。
亲爱的观众们，大家好，欢迎回到解说席，我是木子，我是解说老陈。好的，那么马上将会进行了今天的第3场比赛。
Oh, we're at the desk.
哎，这场比赛不事关出线形势，那2支队伍呢 ？OA 这边已经确定是
Oh, we're at the desk.
而 Super Levi 已经确定是 B 组的最后一名了，为荣誉而战。而且我觉得对于 Super Levi 的小将
We're a goats team.
跟 OA 过
We're just a goats team.
很好的体验。
这支队伍其实我们看到他们也在前端去做了很多的尝试，最后其实也有打出来一些比较不错的一个效果。 当然，他们在前面的话也是尝试最多的，还是会让吉米去打原胜。说实话，效果现在看起来其实并不。
Did Unter see the Yaki montage? What's the Yaki montage?
The montage of Yaki.
Oh, now I understand.
我只能说，我的好朋友吉米啊，这种奉献精神还是
It does what it says on the tin, pretty much.
就是你看首发吧，你愿意带着一个小孩打，
It's good about
是
Tim.
件好事儿的。
哦
The way that they've got all these instructions on them.
Yeah. I guess I'm more of a fan of a label than the tin, but without the tin, there's nothing to put the label on.
Exactly. You wouldn't just buy labels in the supermarket, would you?
Yeah.
Hunter, can you vote on the poll, please? And also not ignore my channel point redeem. Troglodyte. Sorry, I was just outrageously locked into this 6v6 goats quick play game. I wish Hunter was real. So do I, mate. So do I. It always freaks me out how, like, when I turn off the stream, I just cease to exist until I get turned back on.
What you get for being a robot?
Yeah, oh, can't all be people.
Maybe you're in a severance situation.
Yeah.
What, do you know when a Faraband on a Lijiang Tower? Sounds like Overwatch to me.
Seem real. Yeah, unfortunately, it's once again versus the lowest seeded team in OWCS China, so I'm happy to see out this quick play game.
You're gonna have to be quick because I don't know how long this game's gonna last. Cool. Loading in. Let me swap over to the main event. Alright, currently 2% of people believe in Super Levi. Which leads me to believe 2% of people in my chat have been lobotomized.
Maybe they have really fat fingers and they misclick. I will finish this game. So.
Somewhere between lobotomy and Brendan Fraser.
Whale.
Alright, and we're kicking it off. Gonna be once again on the Hazard Ana, Genji Cass. Super Levi gonna take a version of the mirror with a Brig instead of a Lucio. Brig often a little bit more vulnerable to this Hazard Genji type aggressive engages. For now though, Leva's been cleared out. Gooshway's taken a lot of damage as well. Nade from Monk is defensive to top Gooshway back up. So now Super Levi, they can take a little bit more space on the point. They are running double hit scan. Jeremy and Jimmy both on the hit scan. We've seen some misadventures from Jimmy on the Genji. Onto a more comfortable hero for him now. And they've actually got an opening pick onto Gooshway out of this here. Really what you want from once again is value out of these nades, value out of leave. Don't give these hit scans room to work. If they can just stand there, shoot, take a bit of space, Gooshway will take more damage than Chaos, and Jimmy finds the follow-up pick onto Monk as well. Easy for Super Levi. Oh, once again throw in to ruin the bracket in a more unexpected way. We'll figure it out, but it's actually going to be a quicker nano for Tomato. Substantially quicker, actually. 40% still for Monk, and a chance to throw this one straight onto Chaos. Take an early fight. Nade up a choke, only catches Gooshway as they try and make their way through. Sleep now and a wall off. Nade comes in over Chaos. Chaos is awfully low, but Jeremy, he's been nano boosted. He's walking forward. He's killed for backline. 2 fights in a row for Super Levi, and Jeremy wants to keep going into spawn, but he can't find the final shot on Shy. Leave is antied somewhere. I think that's on Coast. Should be able to get out, but they're continuing to hold close right now, Super Levi, giving once again no room to breathe. You still with the Osin?
No, I'm still in it, mate. Still in it. I'll be there.
High noon for Jeremy now on this next fight, but once again they have all the big ults to push with. The Nano, the Beat, ready to go, and they've got an opening pick onto Jeremy. Now High noon, more of a death sentence. The Beat from you comes in over top. They catch Chaos. The rest of Super Levi, they have backed it out well and truly, and now once again have control of the point. They can go to this choke. Great wall choke for Gooshway. They've got the Nano, the Blade, the High noon, everything to keep them contained here. Super Levi could overclock through this choke, but it's going to be very hard. They've got to sleep onto Shine. They're actually going to rally. Nano Blade now from Leave trying to cut through this one. Deletes for rally in no time. Backline is dead. Sojourn is dead. He dies after getting free, but free is more than enough. They'll clean up the Hazard in the backline. And once again, good for the hold. Did have to burn the Nano Blade in exchange for an overclock rally though. So 2 for 2, but a powerful combo from once again. Now they've got the downpour of the High noon for the next fight. But Super Levi very close to that Nano. They have the Hazard. And of course those trades mean the close hold from once again isn't going to be really possible. They're going to have to back up and play on point, which is actually better for Super Levi's comp with a double hit scan. Bit more room for Jimmy and Jezza to work. Downpour around the corner though. Gushue doesn't want to give him the space. Locks up the hazard. Only Mew comes flying in. Shy will find the pick. Sleep onto Chaos. It was a defensive nano onto JY, who has turned 1 kill. Now the downpour to catch Shy. He just about avoids it. He would have died to that downpour. He's still low HP. He gets the mini. Chaos will finish him up. And they're good for the retake here, Super Levi. The nano converts the value. The downpour from Gushue doesn't do enough. And they get to hold point. No ults left in the tank for Super Levi, but a chance to hold forward. And once again, they only really have the high noon just yet. They need to wait for this nano on his beat until they have a real ult advantage into this next fight. So Super Levi, probably not too bad if they play it slow, play for their hit scan angles. But Chaos is trapped a little bit on coast here. He is on the run as Levi and Gushue chase him out, but he will get out. They can play a 5v5 fight from point. Jimmy and Jeremy both getting close to their ultimates. Lee's going to die in all over JY. Nano comes in onto Gushue. He turns a couple of kills off that, and that's going to be a quick retake here for once again.
Once again, back in control, 62% and counting. It's going to be a last fight situation by the time Super Levi are done staggering things out. Oh my god, that play of the game is so loud. I must close Overwatch. Anyhow, once again in control. They've only got the high noon beat. Sleep comes out onto Shy. Are they able to capitalize on this? No, they are not. Made from Tomato. Splashes onto Gushue. You can see the back step from once again. They're trying to play for the long sideline. Charge up that beat. Go for that high noon. Shy's on the flank. He's pushing behind. Everyone comes in deep. Jeremy taken down. Shy gets 2 on the flank. Such a good push timing. Aggressive beat. High noon in the back. Didn't even need it. Just flank, shoot your gun, win the game that way. Super Levi caught with their pants around their ankles, and that is going to be round 1 on Lijiang Tower. FPS Marky, thanks for the prime. Welcome back to the Parasocial Friends Club. Not to be confused with Sundero.
Once again, take the first round. Not closer than we would have expected, but it's kind of par for the course sometimes on KOF. The first round, often the closest of the game, even if the game doesn't follow up on it. Once again, still able to turn it around once they got themselves back on point. And now we're going to go over onto Garden. The double hit scan might be a little bit trickier here if you get stuffed at the choke. Much harder to force point, as we see a lot of teams try and do, where they use a Lucio Genji group or something like that to force point. Going to be really hard if you just don't have a Genji. So it looks like they're going to double down on this Anna Brig, double hit scan again. Chance for once again to play a lot more through point here, both on the first fight, on the retake, on the hold. Every option really available to them with a comp that's happy to play a bit wider.
So much opportunity for once again here. I feel as if playing the Brigitte is just not the move in this mirror as well. I feel like JY is really going to struggle, and Gushue right away catches that Brig, just isolated in the corner. Good damage with the wall. Jimmy dead as well, dead to gravity no less, and Super Levi right back to spawn once again in complete control after this first fight. I mean, that looked all a little too easy. Does JY not have a Lucio on them, or do they just know something that I don't?
No, they've played Lucio before. They did have a pretty terrible Ajax to finish out their last series, but he can certainly select for hero. Monk's going to get a much quicker nano to this as well. There's a sleep onto Jimmy on the rotation, actually. The defensive wall from Chaos keeps Super Levi safe for now, and they can start moving towards point. But they have to be wary of this nano timing from Monk. 25% to go, and it's going to be hard to clear the point before Monk gets that opportunity.
Aggressive push from Gushue right now, just happy to give back shots to Chaos. Anti-nade splashes, and down they go. Leave wants to press the advantage, full deflect, dash in. So much damage has been dealt. Even though Leave is traded out, it's not going to matter. Everyone from Super Levi will be wiped. Leave and Gushue both went down. Both are going to catch the same respawn wave and be back before Super Levi's last 3 respawners come out of spawn as well. Monk going for a spawn nade that lands onto Chaos, but it's not going to matter all too much.
Nanos for both teams now, but significant downpour advantage for Gushue to try and find. If he takes that nano in initially, then can follow up the downpour after forcing the same first set of cooldowns. Nano onto Gushue, they can fly it in and just blink of an eye, they are all dead. Not even close to needing the downpour there. Catch Super Levi on the rotation. A quick fight for once again. Back to the drawing board for Levi.
Absolute disaster for Super Levi as one ultimate and just an obliteration, not even a chance in hell. And you can see they want to keep pressing this advantage. They're fighting in spawn even more. Nana Bruce comes out, Ana pushes towards spawn, Jimmy finds Monk, and Jezza finds Mew though. Shy's good for 1 onto Jimmy, doesn't get onto the Mega in time though. So this spawn fight hasn't gone terribly well for once again, to be honest with you. They're trying to disrespect their opponent tone and keep the tempo ridiculously high. And Super Levi, with only a nano and a clock, they're back in this round.
Yeah, really reasonable ult exchange to get themselves out of that early fight. Straight back onto point. Ult situation looking quite reasonable. Biggest problem is obviously this beat blade combo coming from once again as they can come flying around this corner. But Super Levi, they rally in. They want to go first. They catch Mew. No chance to beat. Bash gets the value they need. High Noon in the battle. In there from Jeremy as well. Doesn't do all that much, but just quite a disposable ult. Shy's going to die late. And they get a good first fight out of this. The problem is, once again, they didn't ult back, so same ult advantage, even greater now for once again.
I'm starting to see an awful lot of check marks available for once again, and not a lot of blue glowing on the side of Super Levi. So once again, if they take this next retake quickly with all of the ultimates that they have, leveraging this advantage is going to be almost impossible for Super Levi to deal with. Beat Blade push comes through. Downpour does catch Leave. He might be traded out by Chaos, but these are 3-for-1 trades right now. So Chaos is looking for more, probably not going to be able to find it. Jay White bashes in towards the point, not going to find a kill there. And that's once again back in control, preserving the Downpour as well. Leave, controversial decision to come back on the Cassidy for the final fight.
Gonna come back on that one. Jimmy's on Sombra to maybe help with the touch. You can see Shy and Mew are looking for that one on Coast as well. Gonna come through the window. Chaos will get the touch, but JY dies early. Anti-nade onto Chaos for Downpour as well. He's gonna be made quick work of trying to swing on the choke. Jeremy actually gets the kill onto Leave there, but now a nanoed Gushway controlling the bridge, closing out the round. Once again, will win.
Truly a nail biter. Truly a nail biter.
I've got no nails.
Can I fit a quickie P in, or they're not going to have comically long breaks without, you know, punitive measures taking place within every month?
I can maybe squeeze a quick one in. There's normally a couple of minutes.
CBA. Had enough gaming for one day.
大家的期望不是说 Super Levi 能赢 OA， 而是本来就看这些人能打成什么样。对，他们今天从战术方面。
What happened in the series? Asked Taddy. It was we ended up going to was it honestly like a 45-minute pause or something stupid in Saravasa as both teams claimed to have internet issues. But we come back from the internet issues. We were nearly at the end of first point on Saravasa. They restart the map. And honestly, Rock just kind of come out and play probably the most normal map of Overwatch we watched. Where it felt like Rock would just play in, they just win Saravasa pretty handedly, and they end up winning the series. So, feels like, I don't know. Eventually they just ceded to having to take the W.
办其中一个我就打另一个，这样就很舒服。
对，现在这种坦其实对于整个队伍也是，对于像 OA 这种队伍来讲是非常非常重要的。
对，这个地方真的非常舒服。
好的，那么我们这边的第一场。
Can we get different preds? Yeah, we'll do like a full hold type preds or something like this. I can cancel this one. Ooh. Maybe they got hard flamed. Yeah, I mean, if I'm the admins, what I would have done is just basically just keep escalating the threats until until they just have to accept it.
Wow. What is this, adventure trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need some slop. You need something to fill the gap.
Some slippity slop.
It's just some shit to put on the screen, you know? Anything will do. What are you feeling?
Slop-wise? You should watch the studio, mate.
Slop-wise. Oh, watch that Yaki video. Yeah, Yaki Overwatch.
For montage.
Yaki was a menace. Yeah, that. Jimmy's gonna fuck? Yeah, stay delusional, buddy. Jimmy's gonna get 3-0'd and we're all gonna
His fucking days are over.
Yeah, Jimmy can't fuck no more.
Live or reruns right now? We're rerunning.
This is a rerun.
Oh, zoomed in on the kill feed. Look at Yaki. He's getting all the kills in this kill feed we're looking at.
That's an amazing clip, dude. Like,
Oh, another kill in the same clean feed, and another one.
He's so good. Ah, this clip, dude. Clipping straight liners. Look at Izyaki's movement here.
Why does Unter keep getting smaller? It's a very similar situation to stuff like the Tooth Fairy and Father Christmas, where the less people in the world who believe in them, the weaker and smaller they get. The more people believe in them, the more they will grow. I got a stomach ache and you gave me 8 ads. Why do you hate me? I was hoping one of the adverts would be some kind of medicine for your stomach ache. The ads are for your own good.
I watched this the other day. He was low-key sticky as fuck. He couldn't punch up, dude. He was like, Yaki was like the Zest of the Overwatch League. I know Zest is in the Overwatch League too. But yeah, like Yaki was like the Zest of his time, you know? Like, legit could only just win by clipping teams that had fucking mid-ass players.
He would always have these crazy clutch performances for New York. Same with Florin. There'd been these crazy clutch moments, but it would be them dogfighting against a bottom half of a table team.
Yeah. Yeah, he was actually cracked. Mods banned that guy.
Am I going to China with SSG? No.
There he is. Don't believe his lies. He's coming.
Did I tell you when I talked to Unit about it?
What did he say?
He was like, because originally they said no. Just like budget stuff and all that. And then he was like, oh, we did actually consider it. And we were like talking to like Blizzard and stuff, seeing if there would be like a co-streaming area and stuff. And then it was sort of, and they were like, oh, there's no co-streaming area or anything like that. And then they realized you can't stream Twitch in China. So it was like, yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah, that might hinder my ability to do anything all that useful. And then he was like, apparently you kind of need like permission as well to stream outside. So it was like, oh, this is a can of worms that is only going to get harder and harder to do anything useful.
Chills.
I know a guy who's
Eternal.
I know a guy who's going to
Killing
China.
Paris Eternal with Nana Barrage. Who's going to China? Chris? With his wife?
Nope. That's a Turkey situation. You are the China guy.
Turkey. Oh, I'm the guy going to China, right? Of course.
对，那么我们要来看一下后面的图了啊。第二张图的话，还是由第二张图是由这个 Super Levi 他们来选择。苏拉瓦萨继续来，
苏拉瓦萨呢还可以打这个阵容。
对啊，换人了，离哥上了，顾雪下了。
好，那顾雪下的
话，
离哥其实他也可以去打到海赛这种体系，但是我们要看一下 OA 会不会有什么新的。
Why is Shaxx linked into Lastro?
Yeah, cheers, Shaxx. It's alright. They wouldn't have won the match because they literally.
They also lost that fight as well.
Yeah. Kellen has been around for a while. Yeah, he's not super young anymore.
Super Levi 这边是先搬掉了卢笑，然后反手 Winston 搬掉 Winston。
The double shield team. The Fate Gog double shield team, dude.
Where do we watch the tourney then? Oh, it will still be streamed on Twitch. What they're doing is China will do, the Chinese production company will obviously do all of their production, the same one we've sort of seen this weekend. Probably a bit like bigger because they'll be in the arena and everything, but they'll be running the broadcast and the observing and all of that. And then the actual, I believe the actual like main desk will just be doing it from either remote in America or somewhere in America. So we'll still be on Twitch and YouTube and all the usual places.
Oh yeah, he was just so fucking good, dude. Like, oh my god. They've had the right team around him.
Presume Stockholm will be all good? Yeah, probably. Stockholm's the one I'll most likely go to. Wait, is stuff happening? Whoa! Saravasa! It's happening! Winston has been banned by, once again, Super Levi have banned Velucio. Liga and Aprita are in. Give him the bench boys a bit of a run out here against Super Levi in their last game of groups. More of the same comp for Super Levi, though. This is going to be Anna Brig double hit scan.
Yeah, the disadvantages of having a Brig player, I suppose. Hard one trick means that you are just tethered to it. Levi not bothered by the fact that he's playing D.Va into a Brig, though, as he just shifts in and takes down Jeremy. Jimmy and Jeremy, be so fucking serious. Jimmy gets a trade onto a Preta, though. Levi good for a second one onto Jimmy. Jimmy and Jez both going down by Levi's hand. God forbid you have a name that starts with a J that is a Western man's first name. You will be taken down by Levi's sword. It is a disaster. Once again, take the first fight.
Nice and easy for them in complete control. No ults really to speak of as we come back, so it'll be a full neutral. They'll have to try and do it the hard way. Jeremy's going to get naded and they're just sort of bleeding out. Jimmy can't even get swing to get a meaningful angle. Another quick reset here for Super Levi. Back to the drawing board. The problem is if they start and try and play wide and a flanky style, all of a sudden the ability for a Pritter and Liga to mark these, take him down, all too easy. They're actually pushing all the way to spawn right now, looking for more. Liga is going to have to cut his losses, go back to point. He's really far away from the point now, which Shy is trying to control, but Super Levi, they seem to be dawdling outside, just making sure they can get everyone back from spawn and grouped up. Then we're going to retake from this far side of the point.
And long rotation from Super Levi, a little bit of dilly-daddling right now. Jeremy, though, he's happy to swing right in, rolls up main. Jimmy takes down Monk, so actually an advantage for Super Levi right now. Let's see if anyone can find a trade. Shy's holding the rail, has Jimmy pinned, but no shift available for Liga to trade things out. Super Levi have got to pick up the pace, though, because they've made a 4 versus 5. If they don't hurry up, it's going to be a 5v5 once again. OWCS have actually given up the cap in all of this through the nano boost, and they're just going to wait for their own ults to push back in.
Going to be a nano overclock array. Any form of a combo will be very powerful for once again. Nade comes through on Tomato as well. Liga's going to try and follow up on that one. Does follow up on that one. Now they're coming through. Overclock from Shy. Plenty of damage. And just as quickly as they secure the point, Super Levi, they're going to lose it again. And once again, will take the first round.
Yeah, great discipline from once again there. They lose a player, they see the nano boost, and they're happy to just kite things out, to just take the trade, flip the cap, and then come back in with their player and well, with their ultimate advantage and, you know, perhaps a player quality advantage that goes without saying. Kato's actually making the swap over to the wrecking wheel now. Had enough on the hazard. Just going to put his foot down and start drunk driving for the remainder of this map. Give us a quick 3-0 if possible. Rolling on in from behind. Actually has a really good angle to set up right now. Monk might not be able to... Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be a huge issue as Jeremy's good for 2. Pops the high noon, kills Shy. Outside of the high noon, kills Mew. Mew used the Ray and all of that. Liga doesn't want to let it go either. Uses the bomb. Gets back in soup, but it's not going to matter one bit. Expensive fight for OWCS to lose.
Really thought they had that when JY pops for Rally. Ray versus Rally, you expect the Ray to win. The Rally just doesn't have the same power. But the high noon from Jeremy, we're going to get a replay of it now. They all swing in. It's just loads of damage. Enough to finish off Mew. Back in control. Well, as to get first flip on this point, Chaos is trying to harass him early, provide Jimmy with some opportunities. He's got an overclock ready to commit. Needs to be worried about the nano response. So they're going to concede some space back towards point. Jimmy going to play the far angle instead. Now all eyes on this nano from Monk.
Monk's nano could be huge, goes out into Liga, and he has shifted in. Monk needs a little bit of help, though. Slips the wrecking ball out of the sky, and Liga, he's delivering with this nano boost. He's taken down JY. Chaos is dead in the back, so it's a 5v3. Flip has come through already for once again, and now they're pressing the advantage. They want more kills. Jeremy's on the run, but Jimmy's good for one. He takes down Mew again. Nano block and a swing in. He slides in. Shy goes down. Oh, Monk is soon to fall as well. Jimmy and Jeremy given, you know, a little 2-for-1 special on Monk right now. And just as quickly as they lost the point, Super Levi have retaken it.
Jay's in the chat. The hit scan's getting it done for Super Levi. An unconventional comp, but Jimmy, there were reports that he was done fucking, but maybe he's back for one last fuck. Back in controller point, Super Levi. They've got the mines for this next one and the high noon. Once again, they have an overclock off their own, but can be difficult to swing if that high noon is popped in response. They back off to the far side of point against Super Levi. Chaos comes flying through now, though. Early mine. Shy's going to try and get out of this one. Doesn't have slide, though, so he's caught in there. No chance to overclock. The perfect pick. And Super Levi have to be odds on to taking this point now. They have to commit to this fight once again. They don't have any ults other than this self-destruct. High noon is out. Liga's going to die on point. They're trying to get the baby. Care the bomb. Will get back around the corner. They deny the mech. 2-for-1 for Jimmy. He'll get traded, but Jeremy's good for the cleanup as well. And Super Levi, they take the round.
Jimmy's just laying pipe every fight. Headshot after headshot. He can't keep getting away with this. He's doing so much work. Super Levi even off the scoreboard. Bit light on ultimates as of right now, but they are closing on Jimmy's overclock, and JY's rally could get them through the early stages of Shy's clock as well. If that's the case, really a chance for Super Levi to start building some momentum, maybe take this second flashpoint as well. This is Seed 4 versus Seed 1 right now. I was expecting a wash, but the ball swap has really opened things up for chaos. Nade splashes in early onto Liga as well. Shy pulls the clock, but the rally counter is there.
Blocks a lot of a shot, and Jeremy's going to get pick onto the Genji as they try and fly in. Now they swing on. Jeremy's put more damage on. He'll take care of Shy as well. That's both DPS. Chaos has slept, but it won't make a difference. The Jays are good for it.
So good for it. The DPS line of Super Levi right now truly coming alive, and Chaos making lots of space, keeping people so busy. Amazed that once again have not made the swap over to the Brigitte. They're keeping the Ana Juno versus the ball, really putting all of their eggs in the Monk basket right now, hoping that he can hit every single sleep. Deep dive comes in from Chaos. Shy has to run away with his tail between his legs. Double support ultimate now. Liga is going to take down JY and Jeremy, so it's looking like once again their Nano Diva turns are pretty consistently good, as Liga can just run it in and kill everyone by his lonesome. That's 4 for Liga in that fight, but still bit rocky.
Bit rocky, bit expensive as well. Double support out for that. We'll get a quick replay of Liga cleaning up everyone here. Turbocharged by the Ray, turbocharged by the Nano. Kiting slightly different ways. Don't think it would have made too much of a difference anyway. Good for the cleanup. Now only the self-destruct to work with for now once again. So the Nano turn is available for Super Levi. Could just be a Nano overclock retake here. Liga's going to have to try and mark that one as much as possible. Disengage is maybe the best option for once again. Flying in.
Clock comes out from Jimmy. It's a Nano clock as well. 2 trades in the backline though. Once again, they've gone deep. Traded supports. Tomato goes down as well. Liga really putting the team on his back. And this time around, the Nano Jimmy Gambit did not really pay dividends. Even without Liga marking the Nano, Sojin just didn't find the players. Maybe shifted past them when the trading backline came through. So now, once again, 85%, looking like they're really going to threaten the cap here. If Chaos's touch is even a little bit slow, it's not going to be possible to touch.
He's on point, but he's slept. He's going to take so much damage. Overclock to chase him out. Somebody else has to get the next touch, but Jeremy's found behind. Moon kill. The Jays are at it again. Pulse bomb out onto the shield. Nano through from Liga, though. He's got so much value with all of this. Double pocket onto the Cass. They're trying to keep Jeremy alive, but they lose Jimmy as a result. Rally from JY now. A third J has entered the building. Fighting for this one. Self-destructs into the sky from Liga. Will be shielded on point, but no. Tomato's not covered by it. Liga gets back into mech. Once again, they conceded the flip here. And I think they've not given it up. There's still a Diva in his face, and yeah, they're going to re-push now. Ana from behind, Diva from the front. They'll get the cleanup, and once again should get the flip and the 2-1 lead.
Brutal for Super Levi. As soon as Tomato went down to that bomb, just needed to close out the fight quickly. If it goes long, once again, they're going to surround you. They're going to bleed you out. You don't have enough healing to keep you going. And instead, Super Levi, they got stuck on the corner, surrounded, and then the flank from Monk was so good. Now we're threatening, not series point. What is this? You know, just map point. It's map point that's being threatened right now. As once again, they don't have positioning towards the objective, but it doesn't matter because they're going to go for a deep dive. Big anti-nade splashes in, and Liga's just there to clean up the kills yet again. Maybe there's a trade. Jimmy looking a little bit low right now, or rather Monk looking a little bit low right now. Jimmy, he's escaped, and the cap is going to go the way of once again.
Really good fight for once again, because they win that without having to invest all that much. Now they have the Nano and the Ray coming up. They can again just pour these ults into Liga, let him keep getting the value all over these hit scans. They seem to have changed their style a little bit once again, playing more aggressively, trying to give less space for Jimmy and Jezza to work with. Now Chaos is harassing from behind, but there's Nano and Ray, they're both ready to go whenever once again want to pull the trigger. You see Liga is closing the distance right now. Aprissa is there to help. Nano onto the Diva now. They're coming through. Nade was used. Nade thrown out, catches Jimmy. Monk's going to catch one. Liga is still on the hunt. Will eat the sleep as well. Tomato is running, can't escape though. Another one for Liga. Nice, easy cleanup. Monk is going to get traded. Wait, Jimmy and Jeremy find a couple of trades out of nothing. There's not any heals for him though. Chaos is going to drop the mines, but it's going to be for naught. Don't get the flip, don't get anything. Last attempt now for Super Levi.
Now we're just playing Minesweeper on the objective. Final fight territory right now. Map point on the line. So many DPS ults online though. Double DPS and the nano boost. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw another nano J situation here. Jimmy or Jez are surely likely recipients of it. All of the touch going down to Chaos right now, but a deep push from Shy and Jimmy will fall. Nano went out onto a second J, onto the Brigitte, but the trades, not terrible. It's a 2v3 right now. The trades are a disaster. The flip has gone through, but once again, it's a 3 versus 1. All they need to do now is get their bodies on the point, shoot Chaos when they come back in. Jimmy died early, so Jimmy might be able to make it back with the clock. Everyone on Super Levi swapping to fast heroes. One last touch for Chaos as he slams in onto the objective and goes down. Clock from Jimmy in main, but they need another touch. He'll get it. Double slide in on top of the Ana, but being hunted down by a Preta. Down goes Jimmy. Tomato, good for a kill onto Shy. The final J of the fight pops the rally, but that's going to be the end of days. The Super Levi lose this here on Surabasa.
Lose it 3-1 in the end. Ended up working out a little bit awkward. Really, you don't want, when Jimmy's coming back with his ult, you don't really want Jimmy to have to be the person to also secure the touch because his abilities get value with that overclock. Going to be severely hindered. To be honest though, 3-1, when you're playing against once again and you're one of the other Chinese teams in OWCS, anything you can get probably feels like a victory. So even a round there, closer than a lot of teams have got.
赢的应该说就是一个阵容上的克制，对这个 Diva 简直无敌，而且但是我要说一点就是 Super 里外没有被零封哎，他们第一张小图是打了赢了几波团，但是分没有拿到，对吧？这张图拿到一个小点，对于一个
The Yak is back.
来讲也已经不容易了。
He's so not back.
I've heard he's back.
He's not back. You heard wrong. This pulse. This pulse.
第三张图就要看一下 Super 里外怎么应对这个 Diva 了，我觉得他们要思考一下，可能真的要换阵了。是。
That's fucking matching now, dude.
大家千万不要走开，我们稍作休息，马上回来。
Hey, go on, man. How's about you stop holding spacebar and fall off the mount? Cheers. Ban that guy that called him GOAT.
Who's that? I'm 37, he missed like about 8 shots in a row.
Yeah. That's alright, he's killing Prime Vancouver Titans with Dalton and Shredlock on it. Like, what a clip.
Consider yourself
Killed Wolf from
shredded.
Car.
Love a cheeky kill feed clip.
Oh my god, he's killing Ark and Tuba and Aim God. He's killing the 3 and 14 Washington Justice. Now he's killing the 1 and 2 Paris Eternal. He's beating Elivo. Oh, homosexual. Hello. Pizza cake. Long
Pizza
time
cake?
no see. I was wondering if you'd abandoned me. Alright, he actually did something here. And keep it a buck. That team was actually pretty good in the double shield meta. Fate and Guard were actually so fucking good in double shield.
That's probably their best meta by far, right? The Florida team.
Yeah. Yeah, Fate. I mean, Guard was just really good at Sig. Fate was like the best Orisa too. Like, an insane tank line. You stream less, I sleep more. It's a shame. Wake up. Oh, McCree mentioned. Oh my god, the talent. Clipping the 1 and 8 Boston Uprising and it's putting stickies into a fucking ball.
Oh!
See when he had to throw stickies at a player, he missed all of them?
It's harder with the players because they have independence.
Movement. Yeah.
They have free will to make choices.
Press right click into the pool and then missed his right click into the player and then killed the baby diva that was done. Sideshow and Bren did like such an unreal job of just gassing this guy up, you know, like
But
they
the
were
original
such
spin
hard
doctors?
blazers. Yes, no, they were actually the original spin doctors with these motherfuckers. Like, actually insane. Sideshow just couldn't get Yaki's dick out of his mouth. Like, I'm sorry, but like he was just obsessed. He's killing false on Winston, dude.
Somebody
Killing
has to
false
do
on
it.
Winston. Oh. And this is good, actually. This is actually good. This is an insane. In stage 1, they actually had a pretty insane performance, to be honest. Like here as well. Like,
Well, this is
66.
Shanghai Dragons, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is Shanghai at the start of the year before they power scaled. This is like Shanghai's basically on the comp that they won grand finals on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so good because like Florida had like the stage 1 where everyone was like, these guys are insane, and then they came last. They came last at the tournament and they never qualified again. He just killed Lip. Yeah, in the clip where he was killing Lip, it's a pulse bomb kill, and then he killed the Valking. Oh no, sorry, it's not even it's a pulse bomb kill, and then he died to a Valk Mercy in that clip. By the way,
Has
like, the one time he's versed good players, he got one pulse kill and then he died with recall to Lee Jae-gon on Mercy. The one time in this whole montage that he's versed goats. I don't know why this is clipped because it's an iconic moment.
We got that. Fuck you for banning me on Twitch. Don't even remember Turpy, mate, but I'm gonna stand by past me.
Did he say that in YouTube chat or what?
Yeah. That's the go-to move when I ban someone in Twitch chat. Is they come into YouTube chat and they're like, oh, you know, can I get an unban?
Ban them in YouTube chat.
To be fair, this guy just said fuck you as well, so it's like, you know, I can at least
YouTube chat too.
can do that. Yeah, I don't think you
How
can ban.
close is
You
Yaki to
can
Mussolini? Well, Yaki could never lead a country, so I think really far away. One must assume that Mussolini was at least in some capacity competent.
Unrelated, Gavin says he's Jimmy Burrow, all-star on a bad team. That's actually that's a good reference. Jimmy Burrows plays for, what are they called? He's like the best player on an NFL team, and they actually go pretty far consistently, because he does so much. But his defensive line just don't exist. Just never have any interest in stopping getting sacked multiple times a game. Oh, what was the team? What team name is it? Orange jerseys. Someone will know. This escaped me. Bengals, thank you.
You think Violet's going to go to EMEA next season, or is he going to go to T1? I feel like it would make the most sense for him to go to T1, but T1 also is a budget roster and just picked up a support player, did they not? So, I don't know. Not sure where Violet lands, to be honest.
I feel like it's also... Everything is kind of happened late in the day. But also, Violet is the caliber of player that you'd change your plans if you can get Violet in as well.
I think so, yeah. Why did you shrink? I've just been feeling really small lately, homosexual, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I'm not the big man that I used to be. I love this video because he kills Hydron for 40% of it.
Joe Burrows? Yeah. People call him Jimmy as well. For the purposes of this reference, it needs to be Jimmy.
Go smaller. I'm happy with my size, my little size.
Alright, 30 seconds for the Preds. It's a brick ban. A Genji ban. Liga and Aprita stay in as we move on to Havana and potentially our last map of the group stage.
就是如果 OA 不是个那种放狗快速突进的阵容的话，其实 Super Levi 可以慢打。
现在 Super Levi 如果他们这个双辅是这样选择
，well, if there's a place to play double sniper, double hit scan, maybe they can get away with it. Very greedy looking comp from Super Levi, but they're just expecting the spawn hold and looking for an easy way to break that.
Ooh.
Alright.
Okay, all right. I'll bite. I'll bite on this one. Aprita in for another one as well. Just going for the maximum disrespect route, really letting Leave take a break. Chaos hook onto Liga straight away, but just running right back into spawn. Wanted an early kill chance with the Weaver, but no such luck. JY probably going to make the move not over to Brigitte, but over to the Kiri, and Chaos now walking out on Zarya, which makes a lot of sense into this Diva pick.
Seems reasonable enough. We'll be able to farm up a lot of energies to start bullying his Steve out position. And if Jimmy's going to find you an opening pick like that, you'll be in a great position. Now they can start taking space. Once again, trying to backstep. They need to be careful because Sonic Arrow is out. Jimmy's got him in his sights. Looking for a follow-up kill here. Aprita, Monk, all trying to DP, get themselves behind the car. They've all survived for now. But Super Levi, they've got so much control of the map all of a sudden.
I don't think there's a Chinese pizza cake homosexual, but you missed a game just now where the team that won wanted to lose. So both teams wanted to lose the game, and they were both trying to throw without like really throwing, you know? And then they pretended to have their internet cut out for 45 minutes and then eventually gave up and won the game because they couldn't keep fake throwing any longer. It's really bad in this tournament. Liga swings in, takes down 2. He's going to go for a 3rd if we're lucky. It looks like he's just going the distance. They're just going to go for every kill in the world. Gets himself slept up, but the chase is on. Tomato is burning up. Leave on the Sombra. We've seen this before. Just pushing all the way to spawn. TP out from the Kiri, but I don't even know. Okay, you will lose suit here, but I reckon the spawn camp will just continue. I reckon that baby div is just going to keep muscling up. God.
He's actually nearly got suit already, so he's going to get away with this one, I think, unless Jimmy headshots him right now. 6 HP, round the corner, gets the mech, and once again can continue to hold this corner. Regroup, they have the nano. Expect this very much to go Liga's way again. We'll continue to bully this backline. With the Brig ban especially, these nano diva turns are going to be even more brutal. Nano round the corner as the Kitsune Rush comes out. Defensive bubble onto Jeremy. It's not enough. Liga just kills through everything. Through the Suzu, through the bubble, and they're just going to get completely deleted. Despite using this Kitsune Rush. And Liga now going to spawn, continue to get every single kill he wants.
Yeah, just pure domination from Liga at this stage. Super Levi, next turn, they're gonna... Wait, what are we doing right now? What the hell was I just witnessing? A full Matrix for Leave to not use his translocator or something? I'm not too sure. Either way, Super Levi, they've got a huge ult swing here. JY actually making the swap over to the Weaver. He knows something that we do not about Weaver's viability right
Counter
now.
EMP.
Leave playing on the left-hand side, looking for a chance to EMP. He wants to grip someone out, but he gets caught by the EMP. Jimmy takes down Leave, so it's a 1-for-1. Jezza has the nano, but it just doesn't matter. The counter nano has done nothing to save his life. Aprita pulled the clock and all that, did a bunch of damage, and League is there to last hit everybody. A minute left on the clock. Still 2 ultimates in the back pocket, or perhaps even the front pocket for once again. And it's just Jimmy with a dragon and Chaos with a grab for Super Levi.
Grav Dragon, the combo. I mean, Grav is very good into the Ray anyway, because the Grav locks you into one position as the Ray moves away. So as long as he can find a way through the Matrix, could be a big opening. Ray comes out now, Chaos is looking for it, no chance to use the Grav. Gonna have to save this one for last fight. All the cleanup kills right now. Super Levi, one more chance. They do now have the ults to win this next fight.
Oh, Jimmy looking for a trade on the inside, but Liga is all over him. Terrier on a tennis ball sort of situation. And now, last turn, 20 seconds on the clock. Grav Dragon available for Super Levi, but easier said than done. Monk has the counter nano as well, so if anybody gets caught in that grab, it's not like it's even going to be a guaranteed kill, to be perfectly honest, especially if they solo grab Liga. Now we've got Chaos over on the right-hand side looking for an angle. Nano comes out into Liga. He's looking for a kill. Shifts onto JY, who has TP'd God knows where. Grav has splashed onto Liga, and Liga alone. I believe was probably caught in a 2. Chaos goes down, so there's a 2-player advantage now. 4 once again. Liga will fall to Jimmy, but it doesn't matter. And it's a hard full hold. I don't think they even broke the first corner.
No, 67.78 meters. Really not far at all. And once again, feel like they're going to have a tap in to finish this one off, secure themselves top of the group, set themselves up for their very much expected journey to playoffs.
Alright, time to go. Time to see who I'm going to raid when this fucking cap comes through. I take it you're done after this?
Yeah, very much done. Gotta go do some, I guess, some wedding admin. Then probably just chill out, watch some stuff, eat some lasagna.
I was online, so that works. He had me on host the other day when I was running ads on people, so I feel like it's only fair.
Who was that, sorry?
Cran? Cran?
Oh, Cran. Oh.
Cran. Yeah, Cran. Maybe I'm having a stroke. Maybe I'm struggling to enunciate my words. Entirely possible. Is the left side of my face drooping, everybody? Look in the small left streamer in the bottom left.
Not more than usual.
Thank you for the finishing blow, homosexual, by the way.
3级的左键根本扛不住。
好，来这一波悄悄的，哦，
Alright. Super Levi happy to have a little dance together to seal their fate as they get pumped by the game.
One last prayer.
Friends that dance together, stay together. Alright, let's see how long it takes. You want to do an over under of this shit being done in under a minute?
I reckon they'll get past a minute. I reckon we'll get past a minute.
I reckon someone from Super Levi's dead in the next 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First hurdle cross. They continue to hold. Jeremy even gets a pick as well. 2 for him.
2.
Now they continue in the holding spawn. Trades will be brutal for Super Levi here, so they have to make sure no one goes down late. Oh, Jimmy goes down late. A disaster.
Jimmy, that was the one thing you had to make sure you didn't do. And then you go down late anyway. Leave swaps over to the fire as well. Conk up into the air, starts taking pot shots. Widowmaker for Jimmy, he's on the comeback. Liga shifts onto Tomato, looking rough now as Leave has a great angle to just juice damage in. Everyone is stuck in a corner, and it's all she wrote for Super Levi. Wait, they did break that first corner. They got it around
just
somewhere.
rolled back a lot, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy lining up another late death here, it feels like. Doesn't have a grapple anymore. Liga will snuff him out. Will be one more recontest, but they might have to do it without Jim. To be fair, he will get a Widow angle for free as he comes back. He's actually going to go Sombra as well, so he will be back a little bit quicker. Pinned to the other side of the map to try and clear out this Farah, but Leave is going to get the kill. D-Mech is there, self-destructs out from Liga. Chaos gets 2 actually, shields for Bomb, they've killed the baby. A chance to stabilize. Jimmy is back, looking for the Juno as well. Hat comes through and a slash. Careful, don't get traded, Chaos. Monk is on the high ground, they can go deal with him at a certain point. Everyone else is dead, they can go get him. Lost for Sombra for a second. How is Monk just allowed to live here? He's going to regroup with his team and be absolutely fine. He nearly has Nano too.
Oh, they're prolonging the suffering. Leave. He dies to a Reinhardt at the end of first point, pushing all the way towards the enemy team spawn. Jimmy, wide angle, forces a previous recall. Beat comes out from JY. Can they trade anyone? They might be able to trade me here. Suzy Q missing in action, mostly because Monk is on Ana, not Kiri. Aprita receives the Nano boost though, and down goes Tomato. Jimmy trades another in the form of Monk, but it's Chaos versus the world. Is he good for 3?
He's not good for any. Now it'll be a tap-in for once again. Touch won't be possible. Anyone who even thinks about it will get barraged on their way in. There we go, all over the supports. Both supports will die. Jeremy did get the touch, but it won't achieve much. Jimmy following it up. Nothing for them. Once again, top of the group. Nice quick 3-0. Business as usual for once again.
Yeah. Chat tells me that we need to kill Bildang, or Billy Dang. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
Billy D.
Yeah, Billy D, apparently important that he falls on the sword. Slash raid, Crandop. Thanks for watching, everyone. Wait, I spelled his name wrong.
Oh, no.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the other side, or never. You might not know. I'm going to watch the Soup Cup. They're going to compensate me handsomely for the trouble. I see the glasses, but it's a different person. Yeah, handsomely compensated. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.
Alright, I'm ending as well. So let me find someone to raid. Let's see who we're working with here. Who is available? I could just double down. Crocs is live, but I raided Crocs the other day. I could just double down on Cran. Anyone else? Any names I recognize? Might just be a Cran double down angle.
但下周基本上就是第一场打
Cran double down.
就是那个侧重点，6进4生
You're
死
good for
战
that.
，4
I'll
进
see you
2
later.
，I mean, I
生
do
死战，
like
决赛那
words
更
that
是争冠战。
start with K.
下一周咱们也能知道谁能够代表我们在。
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all at some point next week. I'll figure out the stream and what we're watching. We'll definitely be doing China playoffs. We might do a few other Face It games. I just need to figure out scheduling with my sister and stuff. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games. Playoffs next week, so we might get a little bit more action, maybe a bit more spice. Hopefully no more throwing. So gonna dip as we've overran way more than usual. So I'll send you over to Kran. Go say hello to him. And yeah, I'll see you at some point next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do appreciate all the support. I can turn this off now. Yeah, have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.